Welcome back to the 100 Horror Films in 31 Days. I got in 5 films today, so I'm in on a roll. The first film I watched is one I've been really wanting to see for a while now. That's Antlers 2021. It was directed by Scott Cooper, and I watched it on HBO Max. This is a Wendigo story, and a Wendigo is like an evil spirit that inhabits people and causes them to become cannibals and have insatiable appetites and things like that. Uh, this these two young boys, their father gets sick, like really sick, and they end up so sick that he ends up locking himself and telling them, bolting the doors and locking him in this attic, and he's basically becoming this wild beast. And at the same time, you've got a story of a school teacher that's interacting with this one of the boys. It's a really really good atmospheric horror movie, which is I'm refreshing for what we're seeing right now, which is so politicized. But this film was hit all the notes for me. I thought it was fantastic, and I liked the ending. I thought the creature effects were great. I got no complaints, and I give it an 8 out of 10. It's gonna definitely be on best watches of the October challenge. There's no doubt about that. Next up, I broke out. I took advantage of that Kino sale and picked up a bunch of titles. Kind of going through those right now. This is Tarantulas: The Deadly Cargo, which is a TV movie. I believe it's a TV movie. Um, it's a tepid echo horror film. This is from '77, and yeah, a lot of these films. I grew up in this period when of course, Jaws kickstarted everything, and you had Grizzly and Food of the Gods, and echo horror was just all over the place. This was definitely made for TV. This is a 2K scan. Basically, you've got these. There's these poisonous tarantulas that are transported to the United States by these drug smugglers. And once they get loose, of course, they raise all kinds of hell. The movie moves along at the pace of the freaking spiders. Slow. It's very tepid. Even for a made-for-TV movie, it had a very slow pace. I thought I'd like it more than I did. I'd never seen it before. I gave it a 5 out of 10. Decent one-time watch, I guess. This has an audio commentary track, which I haven't checked out yet. But yeah, $10. What the heck? So that's Tarantulas, the Deadly Cargo. Next up, I watched. I don't have the Blu-ray with me, but I watched Species 2 from 1998. Uh, this is the sequel to the Species film from '95. Uh, Directed by Peter Maddock, and I don't know if he did The Changeling, which is a fantastic movie. Really, really, Species 2. It's another guilty pleasure. I liked it. Um, they brought back a lot of the same characters for this one, and I liked the characters from the first film. They even brought back the girl that plays the DNA alien human fused DNA. Uh, that's Natasha Flanstridge. I wonder what happened to her. She's in Species 3 too, which I plan on watching. There's 4 of these damn things, so she was in the Bronx Bull. She's been in a bunch of stuff. She's definitely some serious eye candy. Michael Madsen is back playing his his uh, his Guido government hired hitman. He's hilarious in it. I mean, it's just his dialogue is so stereotypical, but it's fun. It's not annoying. Um, I also liked McKelty Williamson. He was one of the. Well, let me tell you the story first. Basically, uh, so the scientists after the first film decided, well, we're going to fuse the DNA with alien DNA with a human again, but this time we're going to taper it off or try to get rid of its aggressive features. Good luck with that. So they did create another one, which is played by the same girl, Natasha. But at the same time, you got a successful mission to landing to Mars. And this landing to Mars, uh, within the soil is alien DNA that comes back, obviously was brought back with that successful mission. And lo and behold, you got an outbreak. So it's a fun action oriented sci-fi horror film. I liked it. I give it a 7 out of 10. I liked it as much as the first one, honestly. All right, next up, this is the watch of the day. This is the subset pick of the day. Mandy, 2018's Mandy with Nick Cage. I've seen this a few times. When I originally bought the Blu-ray, I've watched it. It's about a group of religious nuts who make the mistake of terrorizing Nick Cage, who and his wife. And Cage goes nuts, like only the way the Cage can do after they kill off his wife, burn her alive. Wild stuff, beautiful cinematography. Yeah, I love Mandy. I loved it as much as the first time I watched it. 8 out of 10. It's gorgeous to look at. It's a fascinating film. A lot of people, I mean, the naysayers find this quote pretentious. I don't see that. I just think it's a very interesting movie to look at. But I didn't find it pretentious at all. I find Gaspar Noé pretentious, but I don't find this pretentious. This is directed by Panos Cosmatos, and I think didn't he do uh, Beyond the Black Rainbow? Oh yeah, see, I love that movie too. That's a great movie. Uh, so Panos, you get my thumbs up with Mandy. Nick Cage is one of Nick Cage's best roles, man. He's great in this. This has got a behind the scenes, and this is an RLJ release, and then a deleted extended scenes. I like it. Like it a lot. 8 out of 10. Another great watch. And then finally, we wrap it up with a film from YouTube I watched with Wings Hauser, and that's The Carpenter, 1988. Um, it's a dark comedy. At least I found it to be comedic. And the movie's really carried by Wings. If you didn't have Wings Hauser in this, it probably wouldn't even make anyone's radar screen. But it feels like a straight to video late '80s film. It's about a carpenter who kills off really anyone who threatens the wife of this house he's working on, and including the husband. Super silly. It's got a ridiculous ending. You can't take any of it seriously. It's slow and it's slow. Once you got the initial setup, it's really kind of hard for it to know where to go as far as keeping your attention. Other than when Wings Hauser is on the screen, it's very slow. I gave it a 5 out of 10. Probably not something I'll go back to, but I'd never seen it, and Wings Hauser was entertaining enough in it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for day 6. Appreciate you watching.